about what's going on. Jumpstart January. Now, this was going to be about the hip hop hoes. But, as you can see from the title, this is in regards to, this is a response to James Caldwell's video. Hey, boo. About, let me get over here. Men shouldn't hit women. And so basically, the gist of it is this. Is that apparently, and I don't know, I from what I'm understanding from James, is he was saying he thinks maybe the bus may have been, or the train or whatever may have been crowded, and it was a young man, and I think I don't want to just say, I'm thinking he might have been a gay man, and I feel like I need to add that in because I'm gonna get to why. Not add it in as if it's not a part of the whole shit. But let's just man, okay? Just man. Let's just leave it at that, man. So he apparently went to sit down, move this chick shit, and of course, and this is a sister, so she's all the way in her feelings. Now, before I got on this video, me and Brittany, I let her see it, and we was talking about it. And Brittany said, well, he ain't had the right to touch her stuff. And I said, well, here's the thing. Here, I get that. I agree. Don't touch somebody else's stuff. But here's the thing. This is where her first ignorance came in. Because, some bitches ain't been raised regardless. Because let's just go on the scenario of this. That if the train or bus was crowded and that was a seat, bitch, why do you feel like it's for your book or your purse? See, when I was younger and would ride the bus to school or whatever, before I could drive, if the bus is crowded or if people are getting on, I instantly would get my stuff and put it on my lap, my purse or whatever, so that someone else could sit down. But if, you see what I'm saying? Like I was raised, okay. So she said that, and I was like, well, and then Brittany was like, I wouldn't want nobody to touch my stuff, but of course she wouldn't be like stopping somebody from sitting down either. So my thoughts on her and that, like, bitch, why do you feel like on a public motherfucking bus, your purse or your books should have a fucking seat? And why is your ignorant ass not given the scenario that I just said? I'm not saying for sure. I have to get with James, but that's the impression I got. But let's say that is the scenario, that the train was packed and that was the only seat. Why wouldn't she, but okay, clearly I know what we're dealing with. So she goes on to go off on him about moving her shit. And I don't know if at some point her stuff falls or something falls, because they seem to be looking for something. And I don't have the clip, but I am going to have James' video down, in the panty section. I should have said go look at it first. So go look at it. Stop this right now. I said stop it. And go look at it. Okay. Welcome back. So, she's going in, she's dropping, calling him, the F-bomb as far as it pertains to a gay man. And, she's doing her thing. She's all up in her feet. You know what I mean? Like, she's all animated in a motherfucker. And she's doing all that, but, he's looking or whatever. She's still saying what she's saying. She fussing, cussing, doing her thing. And he's like, turning his head or whatever. Y'all saw it. And then there was a point where either she wanted to point at him or must have touched him. Now, he told her, don't put your hands on me. But, of course, she felt comfortable in doing that, which is the point that I think that James was trying to make. Talking about, you grow up and you hear, you don't hit no woman or this, that, and other. Let me say this before I go any further, because I'm going to tell you right motherfucker down. I done been in his comments. I done read them. And what I won't do, and y'all know that, as I won't have one mofo in my shit attacking every motherfucker in it. Now, you can agree to motherfucking disagree. you know. But he got a motherfucking wild ass banshee that's all in her feelings, a wild ass feminist, honey. She is pro-black and pro-feminist, which I'm still trying to understand how that works. Because if we trace feminists back, we know who started and the reason why. But, we're going to move forward because, some people read the first sentence and then they miss the next one. Now, and what that says, she has every right to her opinion. When I don't think anybody has the right to come in the comments and attack every motherfucker, monitor everything a motherfucker say in the comments to make sure that they don't hit trigger words that she or he don't want to hear. You know what I mean? So, getting back to, because we're going to agree to disagree over here. Please know that if anybody gets all in their feelings, this is just a discussion on how you feel one way or the other. Everybody has the right to their opinion. You understand? But for any reckless motherfucker that will come over here on my channel and get all in my comments like, I'm not going to be able to do you. I welcome a nice debate. It can even be a heated debate, but a disrespectful one, yeah, nah. So, okay. So, she touching the dude. When he gets up, she gets her hands up and he goes, bow. He hits her. And he said, I told you to don't touch me. Now, this is getting to James' point. Stop. Of course, y'all know some years ago, and I have touched on this topic before, I'm telling you, just because you own a pussy does not give you the right to think that you can disrespect a motherfucker. And another kind of pussy that, your pussy giving you the right feeling like, oh, I'm black and I got a pussy and we have to deal with all of this. And it's no wonder they always talking about a black man and we should be able to, and yada, yada, yada. Bitch, please. Like, that don't give you no right, whether it be male or fucking female, to get all up and think because you're a woman and got a pussy, oh, you ain't supposed to, that you can do any motherfucking thing. Here's my scenario for you, for the anything kind of people, that I don't care what happened, no man ain't got no right. Now, here's mine. Motherfucking bitch mad at her man. They arguing. Now, this is the verbal. Nothing physical. She mad, whether he cheated, whatever the fuck went on. Now, there's a couple of scenarios where, he wants to get his, the skillet upside his head and, you know what I'm saying, the bullet in that ass if he has done something to your children or something of that nature. But I'm going to give the scenario of, and we're going to deal with this one, that he cheated. She called him yada, yada, yada. They with the verbal and the organ. She's get out, this and that, another, get your shit. And he's getting it, not trying to hit at her, none of that. It's the verbal. And this bitch go get a good cast iron skillet and bust his head to the white meat. And I do mean what the fuck I just said. Split his shit open. Bleeding. And you, whoever the fuck you are, or whoever, would say, for those who believe that under no circumstances should it ever happen. So you're going to tell me, and we, black, white, blue, or yellow, that, yeah, he doesn't have a right to defend himself in any way. Now, I know right about now, it's a lot of folks with the, well, as a man, he can walk away, he can walk. I'm asking y'all about my scenario. The bitch done bust his head wide open. Threw hot grease on his ass. Hot water or some shit. Or better yet, the bitch done went and got a knife and stabbed him in the back. Is it okay then? The fuck? Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. Keep your hand. Pussy don't give you no pass. Act like you have some sense. Now, with that said, please let me say, why would I have to say? Because I had to go through this when I had Tawana on and did the interview for some reason, because she talked about her dad. That meant I was advocating domestic violence, which I say kiss my whole ass on that. Like, I don't know how that went together, but okay. I do not advocate. I'm not an advocate for women being abused. I'm not an advocate for anybody being abused. But clearly, since I have a pussy, I must pick a side as it pertains to that. But I will not. Okay? My thing is this. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't be trying to run up and buck. Man, bitch, I don't care if you've been lifting weights since you was in your mama's womb. Like, I don't know. Men, for the most part, physically, for the most part, and I know some strong ass he-man bitches out there, you know, they got a little bit of extra strength. It's just the nature of the shit. You know, and I am not going to make it my business to be like running up on man and this and that. Another one, because I'm not going to put my husband in that position where he got, you know what I'm saying, possibly put a motherfucker down and end up in jail all over me, jaw jacking or what the fuck ever. Because I feel like I have the right, because I'm sitting on the pussy, that no matter what I say I do to this person, he better not put his hand, you better not. So what? I hit your mom in the face. So what? I ran you over with the car. You bet not. You bet. You know, that bet not mentality. It's just not okay. It's just not okay. And I am not an advocate. And I'm not saying, now see, this is not the same kind of man that would be just beating a woman just because she exists. You know, a woman, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, you didn't clean this house properly, I'm going to beat your ass type of. I'm saying, you put your motherfucking hands on somebody, always expect to get hit the fuck back. Bitch, if you hit, that's the whole concept of hitting motherfucking guard yourself, bitch. Hit, guard. Be prepared when you hit to guard your shit. Not, he broke the rules. You know, no. See, I think if, and y'all, I'm only speaking of my scenario. This is just a scenario I'm throwing out there with, if the bus is full or whatever, her purse is there in the book. I think she's an ignorant bitch. Now, we are talking about the bitch that would be in this scenario that I'm talking about. I'm not quite certain if that was the situation there, but I'm implementing this in. So this is my scenario. See, I think she's an ignorant bitch, an inconsiderate bitch, to see a bus full and not move your purse and your books because you think, because you put whatever you put in there, that your purse got a right to a seat, and a human being has to stand up for that, an object. See, something wrong with your motherfucking ass anyway. You know, in my fucking opinion, something wrong with your ass. You know. It's not okay to hit nobody. Can we just get to that? Can that be it? And even when, and I guess what prompted this, and I thought it was a great topic, but I've talked about this. But what got me was when I was just, you know, y'all know how we do. We look in the comments. And, you know, you got a couple, but you got, when you see motherfuckers just hamming it up, talking about, you know, other black bitches like this that have that mentality that it's okay to do, and you all, no, never gonna happen. You know, it's never gonna be okay. Now, I understand a woman feeling very strongly about another woman being hit. You know what I mean? See, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, and I guess it's weird that this conversation comes up because one of my other loves that make videos, she actually bought one of the Scentsy Deers from me. She made a very touching video today that another love of mine sent to me in an email, which it was up in my thing anyway. And I watched it, and she was speaking about, you know, feminists and women feeling, you know, those women that feel like they don't need anybody, and, yada, yada, yada. And she had such a touching, video. And I'm like, this is just the weirdest shit, And I'm never going to be, me and Brittany talked about this shit, I think, earlier today. And she was like, I'm lightweight a feminist. Lightweight. And, once we was talking about it, and honey, I need my husband, okay? I need my man in my life, but I don't feel like by me saying that I am surrendering any part of me. And it might be surrendered. I'm handing it over. Because I want him to have it. I will never, I'm all for women and supporting them. And you do what you do, you rock how you rock. But I'm never going to be that one that's going to be rocking with the feminists or whatever, because I know that's this the funny thing, when you see another sister tell another sister about how they should be about the sisters in the community, but yet she's rooting on, and remember I said sister, she's rooting on the feminists, which was really, if you follow that shit back, see, this is why you have to read the book from the beginning to the end. And sometimes you have to read it 2 and 3 times. And sometimes you might be a magnifying kind of bitch where you're going to need to make that shit bigger. And then sometimes you're going to have to take the class on the shit and just continue to learn about it. Because I think had you have known, as you rooting on the feminists and yet talking about the black community and your sisters and yada, 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 you doing exactly what they intended for you to do. In order for you to feel as a black woman you have value, you got to devalue the black man. Like you don't quite know, but you pro-black though, but you don't know the agenda. Like, go back. Just go back, relearn that shit, go back, return it back. I'm very strong-willed in all of that. So it's my mom, this and that and other. Independence too. My mother would say when his feet hit the floor, mine do too. So shit, if I can make a sandwich, he can too. You know what I mean? But she gonna take him his plate. She gonna do, you know what I mean? Like I said a long time ago, being married is about the tango, and that's the same as being in a relationship. He go back, you come forward. Yada, yada. You see what I'm saying? Nowhere in there. With this whole feminist thing. And I'm only talking about this because it just tickled me to see that it was a sister that was yada yada with it. And I was just like, really? And you about the black community and the black brother? Girl out of her. That shit was made to divide, baby. You know what I mean? Like, even getting into it, come on, just do a little bit of homework. You know what I mean? Like, just a little bit. I just felt the need to say that, y'all. That was just on my mind, and y'all know I get to being a little busy. But my question is this, and we will, because I know y'all stopped this and clicked the link and looked at it. We agree to disagree. We respect each other in the comments. I don't give a fuck if you just followed me yesterday. That don't give my loves that been here since day one no right to tear you down or whatever. I'm not going forward. So a healthy debate is wonderful. We can learn from each other. Sometimes when you read and somebody breaks down their story, it can make another person compassionate and be like, I kind of see what you're saying with that. And then you learn from that. You know what I mean? So my question is this. Lord, I want to ask 2 questions. I got to ask it because I talked about the feminists. The first question is, do you feel like, even though she touched him because he's a man, he should not have done it? Do you feel he was wrong? How do you feel on that? Second question is, to the folks in my community, I'm talking about us, black folks, black women, whatever, men. Do you feel like the whole feminist agenda was made to divide black women and black men. Just curious. Just leave that shit below. Leave it below. And y'all, I'll get the hoes up for y'all tomorrow. Y'all be sure to, and thank you to those who did place orders today. Y'all know I'm shucking ahead. I'm trying to get that trip. Like, oh shit, I was going to do some thought shit. Y'all was going to say though. I was going to do some Periscope shit and just throw that ass in a circle. You know, like on the trip. Yes. So y'all go over and get y'all some good ones. And you know, as always, and I've had some pretty good leads, and I've talked to some loves that have been really interested in joining. And each and every one of y'all been like, oh my God, you called me. Of course I did. So I appreciate y'all supporting me in that way. If you have any questions, I'm getting the samples together. Just let me show y'all. I ran out of fucking bags. So I went ahead. I want y'all to see. And y'all, this is a lot of work. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm still grabbing. Hold up. Hold on. Now, some of y'all looking at this right now like, yeah, we can burn them. No. You get a piece. You can either get a button or you get a heart or whatever scent that I'm sending you or whatever, you know. But I've been working, y'all. So, I had to get some more baggies. So, since I've done that, I've gotten a few other people that have asked about samples. So, I have them made. Now, some scents, like a lot of the real sweeties, I don't have in the bakery. But, you know, they're on their way. So, when I get those, for those who ask for bakery, I'll get you out. And I have some sweet in here. And throw that ass in a circle. Take your drawers off, back that shit up, you know. So I have them made. I feel like I am missing a bag. Yeah. Mystery man. So I have these made, and so I am going to get you all sent out. And I figured, to be fair, you know, while I won't be able to send the ones that ask for bakery out, but I will be able to, you know, for the some sweet scents or whatever. But I will have these. I should have all of my samples out by Wednesday. Okay? I'm trying to get them done, and I hate that I don't have all of the Bring Back My Bar scents, because y'all, when they get here, it will be the first time me smelling a lot of these scents. So I kind of wanted to, you know, have those, but I'll probably have to melt a few and get them out quick, because I want y'all to be able to get them before it runs out, because with the Bring Back Your Bar, you won't be able to get those after January the 31st. So I will tell you this: if you are a sweet lover, you need to get that cherry vanilla, which is my mother's favorite. There is a blackberry that's over there. There's a cherry almond pie. There's carrot cake, and these are all Bring Back My Bars. There's carrot cake, banana nut bread. So those, if you know you like bakery or sweet, I can tell you that you can grab those. But as soon as I get them, you know, for those who want to see, you know, whether I like it for sure or not, I know what cherry vanilla is giving, and blackberry is giving, you know. So I'm just telling y'all. So yeah, I'm out of here. Much love. I'll come back in tomorrow and do Shameless and Love and Hip Hop. Okay? Much love.